back to Isimo. My name is Gerardo Larcon. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. Rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you haven't already, check us out on Patreon. We haven't posted an episode in 2 weeks, but we got a Netflix episode this week, B.
Netflix. Yeah. We like Netflix here. Yeah. They're stopping the sharing of the passwords, but that like Netflix still.
I'm joined today by Mr. Melvin Diaz, guest of the podcast.
Yes. Great guy.
Great guy.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. I said,
It's really nice to be here.
We have a great Elvis impersonator here in the building today.
Yes.
Melvin Diaz, the greatest Elvis impersonator of all time. Let's go.
Go.
Damn, I don't know. I don't know Elvis.
God, dude. What do you mean everybody knows Elvis? Dude? It's easy. It's easy. Look, I'll say the home Kate on David. This is my Elvis impersonation. Kate on David, home out here.
You went from Elvis to like Hillbilly Bob.
He was born in a hillbilly area of the country.
It's literally like 4 syllables. I said,
Yeah.
I said,
Oh, we're getting there.
You gotta get the swag.
Yeah.
Do a little shake. I said,
I like that. I like that a lot.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys realize every time the camera cuts to Joel and then it cuts back to me, he just like looks at me like that. He just stares at me like that, and then he goes all cheery.
Because I always try to set you up with I want to see you do something that's outside of your comfort zone. It's intimidating, but we gotta let your guard down a little bit, dude. We gotta let your guard down.
Speaking of guard,
dude.
Speaking of guard, what day is it today?
Well, today is Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about our Valentines because that's gay.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about Valentine's because we don't love these people.
What?
Oh. Are you okay, Joel?
Joel, you were telling us earlier that you're single, but
I'm
you're married.
single, but I'm basically married with a kid.
You're single. Yeah, you were telling us before the podcast that you're single, not celebrating Valentine's Day, yet you sent a girl $1,700.
Listen, I'm single as shit, but I am paying for someone else's education. Yeah, that's not a joke. Don't laugh. Education not a joke.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Don't laugh.
It's getting a dope.
Education ain't about it. Hit about it.
It ain't a joke. Yeah.
Education. I said, gotta get you to school.
Yeah.
That's kind of stupid.
But yeah, so today we're going to talk about love. Because, there's many things in life that we don't have. And I don't got no love
yeah.
for no hoes. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying? Okay.
we got no money,
Yeah.
but we got love.
We got love, dude.
We got love.
If there's anything that I have an abundance of, it's an abundance of love for you, the viewer. Follow us on Patreon. And Twitch.tv/Isimo World. Yeah. And today I thought it would be fun to say what we all love collectively and individually. So first of all, I love you guys.
Okay. I love you.
Dude, I love you. That's awesome.
Thank you. Say my name.
I love you, Gerardo Alarcon.
Oh my
I
God.
love you, Gerbert.
Didn't say my name.
Jerry, yeah, say his name, dude. Say his name. Break it back.
Gerardo Alarcon.
Okay.
I said home.
Yeah.
I said, I love you.
That would be funny if we did this whole episode as Elvis impersonator.
I would like that. That's a Patreon episode right there, dude.
I love a lot of things.
Oh, that's actually...
Yeah.
Wait, say something in Spanish as Elvis.
Give me something to say in Spanish.
I want 4 tacos of steak.
Quiero 4 tacos de Quiero 4 tacos de asada. ¿Qué pasó? Quiero 4 tacos de asada.
You sound like Elvis like the day before he died, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about why don't you say one of Joel's catchphrases as Elvis?
Oh.
I don't know if I have catchphrases.
Yeah, you do.
Oh. Achamo.
Also, what's it called? Fuck you, racist people.
Oh, fuck. That's actually a good one. What else do I have? I don't have that many catchphrases,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, you have like 17 of them.
Yeah, you.
do have 17.
Now say good night.
Now say it. No, I say it. I like I say it a lot more than all of them because it makes so much perfect sense, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I say it a home. You know what I mean?
Theatricality.
Deception, powerful agents will be on the mission.
Bane Elvis.
What? Gay Elvis?
Bane Elvis.
Yeah. I thought you said gay Elvis.
Sucking dick.
I want to suck dick.
Also, too, I said let go.
I said let go. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Am I out of catchphrases?
How do we know all your? You don't know a single one.
Yeah, because when the artist, I don't really like to look at my work or watch my work.
yeah.
It's just like it out there, resonates with certain people, and I
Yeah.
just kind of let my art do its thing.
Yeah.
I let it out there. It's a newborn baby. I let it out there in the world, or probably like it's a seed. It's probably better.
Yeah. I said I said
I put a ha. I say it on the phone. Let it grow into a tree. I say the who. You know the forbidden fruit? The forbidden who?
You kind of sound like George Harrison. My
name
is Ringo.
Well, George Harrison was related to Elvis Presley. That's what I read in one article.
What? What article? The fucking Yahoo.com?
New Times Square.
New Times Square.
Oh, fuck.
The New York Times.
I'm sorry. Let me just say a little niche. I'm not trying to bully you, Joe, because people say that I bully you, but there was someone commented on the Patreon where Gerardo and I were accusing you of being dumb, a dumb person. Yeah. And they started off saying, anyone who thinks Joe's dumb, they're dumb themselves. Joe's one of the smartest people. And then 15 minutes later, after watching the rest of the episode, she goes, oh shit, Joe's actually
Who the fuck said that? Who said that? Who said that? What's their name?
I don't know. I forget her name, but and then
it's her?
Yeah. And she goes she's like, oh shit, just finished the rest of the episode. Joe's actually fucking
fuck you. Fuck you. Without due respect.
I said a whole.
Oh man.
Okay, so also another thing, I think I forgot the caveats that I wanted to throw out there before we start this episode about love, because I know we all know where this can go, especially with Melvin and you and me all together.
Yeah.
Let's try not to mention Chipotle and also not mention Diet Cokes. Got it?
Okay.
That was never going to be a problem for me, but go ahead.
Melvin has been hitting us up every day to go to Chipotle.
He asked for a Diet Coke when we got here.
Yeah.
Before he was
I
did.
But let's go ahead and, do you want to start, Melvin?
Yeah. Okay. I'll start. Look, something that I love is very near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Basketball, baby.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Basketball. I think about it all the time. I try to watch every game. It brings me a lot of joy when I interact with someone who also is very knowledgeable about basketball. And it brings me a lot of fucking fury when someone that doesn't know shit about basketball talks about it.
I completely agree. Continue.
Basketball.
Dude, Mr. Andrew Bynum over here pisses me the fuck off, dude.
Why does that piss you off?
Because you don't know shit about shit.
I know enough about basketball to understand that this is not a good sport.
Oh my God. Wait. Melvin, don't say anything for about 5 minutes. Let's hear what you have to say. You have to change our minds that it's a bad sport. That's not a good, what was it? How do I say? Okay, you know what I'm saying.
You have to eat our ass.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, there's no real stakes in basketball, dude. No one's going to die. No one's going to get hurt. No one's going to get stabbed. No one's going to get bruised up. No one's going to get kicked in the head. There's no stakes. The only parts of the basketball game that matter is the last 4 minutes. Everything else is kind of like people are getting drunk. People need to get drunk to enjoy the fucking episode, okay? People need to get drunk to enjoy the game, dude. It feels like a show. It feels like a TV show because there's nothing going on, nothing of impact, nothing matters, dude. You gotta wait 25 minutes for it to get interesting, right? That's why people are getting drunk, because it's a boring sport. You throw a ball in a fucking basket, dude. What's exciting about that? And also, basketball has reached its peak. Okay, basketball 10 years ago is 10 times better than it was now. Before LeBron James, we had Andrew Bynum. Okay, before who's the coach of the Lakers now?
Darvin Ham.
Okay, before Darvin Ham, we had fucking Luke Walton. Okay, before that we had Luke Walton. Before this point guard we got now, who's the point guard now?
D'Angelo Russell.
Dennis Schroeder and D'Angelo Russell.
Ever heard of a name called Ramon Sessions? Dude! What do you have to say about this?
Okay, first of all, we all know where you get your fucking information from. The New Times Square. Okay?
It's an exclusive newspaper. $25 a month.
And I swear to God, if me and Gerardo are ever watching a game on the TV here at your place, and you walk out and you're like, oh, what episode is this? I'm socking you in the face, bro. I'm gonna fucking attack you. I'm gonna attack you physically.
And also, I didn't know about this epidemic of people getting drunk watching basketball games.
Bro, look around you. We went to a basketball game. Everybody was getting drunk around us.
Yeah, dude. Everyone gets drunk at UFC.
Yeah.
Huh? Because it's so exhilarating. You gotta calm the nerves. It's a different thing. Basketball people drink to get excited because it's so fucking boring. And the UFC and MMA, people need to calm their nerves. So they gotta drink.
NBA, the Staples Center, you saw that it was sold out when we were there, right? It's like that every single night.
I also know that
UFC, it's like what, every 3-4 months they sell out an arena, but like once every blue moon.
Yeah.
No, well, NBA, it's every single night, dude.
They sell out arenas all the time. Every other week they sell out arenas.
Every other week. I'm talking about this.
And they're priced at like $150 for the nosebleed seats. But you can go to a basketball game for $20.
It's 82 games per 32 teams. Every other night they're playing a game.
Yeah.
all that shit sold out, dude.
And it's very boring for 82 games. You got to wait to the playoffs to have some excitement because that's when it fucking
we went
matters.
to the Laker game a couple weeks ago, you cried.
Yeah.
Because the elevation, I was fucking so high up there. There was no oxygen up there. I was like, I was out of breath too. Yeah, your inhaler. You know what I'm talking about, dude.
Wow, dude. Okay, honestly, the points that you brought up, I'll be honest
Pretty
with you. No, the points that you brought up these past 2 minutes, I'll be honest with you, they're the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard in my fucking life. And I want to go to the next topic. Gerardo.
Yes, yeah.
You have no argument.
Well, since you guys got so hot and heavy, I cut out the part where they beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you have to say, Joel. What is your love?
I want to hear what you have to say first.
Wait, what?
Before anything, I don't like to talk about myself. Before I do, I want to hear about you.
Yeah, so I have an interesting take on this.
Yes.
I want to discuss something which, you can go back on this podcast and clip up whatever you want to clip and say that I'm this guy, right? I want to talk about love lost.
Ooh.
Right? Do we all know what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Mr. George Lopez. I've said before that I looked up to him as a kid, what he was able to do, right? And now you look at him and he's fucking stupid. And I don't know if you guys want to say anything about that, but I said what I had to say.
Why is he stupid?
You didn't see what happened? Yo, what? Really?
Yeah.
He just, I didn't know this about George Lopez, and I'm being 100% honest. I knew about the kidney thing, that his wife gave him his kidney and then they divorced or whatever.
That's beautiful.
But that's also like within context, you could see it making sense and it being beautiful. Like you just said, even though it's probably not beautiful, but, but I don't know any of the context of that. So I never really judged his character off of that. But then this last week, you'll be hearing about how he only ever wanted to be the only Mexican dude on any show he did, which is fucked up to me. And that's what I'm talking about when I say love lost.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
He would tell venues, like when he performed at casinos and theaters, he'd be like, don't book any other Latino comedians while you're working with me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of those guys. Doesn't want to bring his people up.
And then he went viral, just people who don't know out there. He went viral recently on his podcast. A friend of his was like another fellow Latino comedian. He's like, I want to help people coming up because we didn't have that. I want to make their life easier. And then George
Steve
Lopez,
Trevino.
Yeah, George Lopez is like, why? And the other guy, Steve
Trevino, yeah.
And he brought up this young comic. You've probably seen him. I forget that.
Ralph Barbosa.
Yeah. He just performed on Jimmy Fallon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he goes viral every other week.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, and he's got like a very monotone voice. He's from Texas boy.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah, and Steve was just like, like a gentleman, like a comedian like that, like that's the future. And George Lopez is like, why do you even say his name? No one knows who the fuck that is.
Jesus
and
Christ.
it was so awkward. Like you could even tell, like all the other comedians were like, what?
Yeah.
And George Lopez is like, why would you even fucking say his name? No one fucking knows him. And he goes up to, like, he talks to the producer. He's like, do you know this guy? No? Yeah. Why do you even fucking say his name?
Yeah.
Bro, fuck that shit. And don't even bring up his name.
And that it got 80,000 likes, whatever, on Ralph Barbosa's page. So, but that led me to go listen to the episode to see like where does this come into a conversation, because it seemed random as a clip on Instagram. But it wasn't the first time they brought up Ralph Barbosa's name, and then given the context, it made it worse. Where he was upset that he was saying his name multiple times. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, and then when this went viral, and it caused a bunch of other clips to resurface, like podcasts from 2-3 years ago of other comedians saying that, like, George Lopez, he doesn't support fellow Latino artists. He doesn't support La Raza. He doesn't support his people. And it's just like, I've seen at least 6 different clips of 6 other comedians like say the same exact thing.
Now, do you think it's because no one helped him when he was younger? Because he talked about on that podcast that there was no like community where no one was trying to help each other out. There was kind of every man for himself, which kind of is like that maybe a little bit now, but I feel like before, no one was really trying to fucking help you out.
I think it's like when you experience something like that, you could either do one of two things. Either be like, no one helped me out, so I'm not gonna help nobody, or be like, no one helped me out, and that sucked. I want to be who I wish I had.
Yeah. Another thing too, so with the context of the conversation with Steve Trevino, they were discussing how when he would go on to shows or whatever original Latin Kings of Comedy type stuff with other Latino comedians, there always was a fight, and they couldn't avoid it being weird, and like they started charging each other for extra time, So like Carlos Mencia would do extra time. He would have to pay the other 3 guys however much money they agreed upon. But it always ended in a fight. And then he would go with another group of Latinos. It ended in a fight. So he was trying to say like, I just can't work with other Latinos. But it's like, if you had any self-awareness, you would be like, who's the common denominator here? It's George fucking Lopez, dude.
Yeah.
Fart jokes and shit jokes and all that shit.
Yeah.
So fuck that fool, dude. And on Josh Rado, I was like, kind of like, I said how great the last special he did was, but it was a lot of random ass like fart jokes and like poop jokes. And then same thing with this, where it's like, I didn't know about how he wouldn't support other Mexican comedians. Until you look into it and you see like Juan Villarreal, fucking Eric Estrada, countless people, Felipe Esparza and Paul Rodriguez did that podcast together like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Seeing all that shit, I'm like, yeah, fuck this fool, dude. There's no place for him in the raza fool. It's always the Mexican fool.
The Paul Rodriguez one was damning, bro.
Yeah.
Paul almost got emotional talking about it. Like,
What did he say?
He was just like, apparently George talks a lot of shit behind his back, and Paul was just like, dude, I'm about to be 70 years old, man. Like, even when at my height of my career, like, Paul, am I thinking of the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, even at the height of my career, and he was pretty big at one point.
Yeah.
Even at the height of my career, I never did no shit like this. Like, this is why?
Why do you think George is so bitter or so angry, or doesn't want to help out these young guys?
I don't know. I don't think he's self-aware whatsoever. It's the same thing about like, you could love Joe Rogan, but you can't really claim he's very funny.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking rich man, dude.
Yeah.
There's just like you lose a connection with the core audience that brought you to this mountaintop now, you know?
Yeah.
And it's inevitable, I think. I still listen to Joe Rogan as a different person, not as a funny comedian, you know? That's what I think. Just lack of self-awareness, really.
Yeah.
The whole episode with Steve Trevino started off with George defending himself about how he talked about Paul Rodriguez like constantly. He just keeps talking about how Paul never wrote material. He was just a vibes guy, that kind of stuff. And it's just like so pointless in my opinion, dude. Same thing with like not wanting Rafa Barbosa's name. There's an obvious motivation behind all these small little intricacies of how he acts, especially public. Like, why would you put that out there, dude?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe he just doesn't see it as a bad thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
like on
just,
your own podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand if, it was gotcha journalism or
Yeah.
a reporter, like, asked him a tricky question.
Yeah.
But it is his own podcast. And I don't know. I think it probably comes from insecurities because, like, the world looking at him is like, how are you insecure, George Lopez? You're quite literally, some people consider you the biggest Latino comedian of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on? You have a show on like fucking cable on NBC or some shit right now with your daughter. You're living the dream, dude. You're doing what LeBron James wants to do with his son. Like,
Don't bring up basketball.
you know what I mean? Like you're able to give your daughter a platform. You know what I mean? Like, you're literally doing what you say you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Like, he says, I don't want to help people, but I made a blueprint on what you should do. That's my give back to the people, to the game. But then you're literally giving your daughter, and your daughter's great. His daughter's great, but you're doing it with your daughter. Like, that, I don't know. It's just hypocritical. It's got to be something, man. Something deep rooted inside him that is making him act like this.
Do you think he's one of these guys that think that these comedians that are blowing up because of social media aren't doing the work that he did? Maybe is there like a resentment, almost like the old guys seeing these new guys blow up and thinking it's just because of social media. They didn't do the work that I did. They didn't hit the clubs, open my these shitty gigs.
That's what a lot of people accuse Kevin Hart of.
Yeah,
Mike Epps was he was very vocal about that, about how Kevin Hart took the easy route by using social media and stuff like that. But it's just like, he just adapted, dude.
Yeah.
And he just did something really, really well. If it's so easy, you could do it too.
I think it's a lack of self-confidence where maybe he thinks he's going to get lost into oblivion of all these other Latino comics coming up. And he feels as if he's not confident enough that everyone's going to shout him out as one of the leading Latino comedians.
Yeah.
Which I would argue that people were already doing that, you know? Instead of posting and ghosting, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
He's like reading everything and not seeing his name enough.
Yeah.
It's just a lack of self-confidence, in my opinion.
That's true too. He might feel like he's getting pushed out.
Yeah.
Which is totally. I mean,
And honestly, dude, without knowing him or anything, like, I would say why I don't understand feeling that way. I can empathize for somebody that feels that way, but just, I don't know, be I guess you could say just happy with your results, like live with your results. You know what I mean?
And your contribution too. I don't know if he wants to be as big as he once was, which
Yeah.
he'll never be because everybody has their time, and then there's a new wave. But maybe he feels like he should be the top dog all the time, and if he's not, he just feels like, man, fuck everybody.
That is delusional, and it's fucking stupid. I was gonna say another word, but
Yeah.
it's very dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's what that's his mentality, but I can
Yeah.
kind of see it. Maybe.
I mean, no, it makes sense. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's very dumb to think that way. It's like everyone lives, everyone dies.
Yeah.
Nobody is the GOAT, dude. I'm sure there was some Aztec comedian that we don't even know that Aztecs had comedy. You know what I mean? Like this guy that was like so much to everyone, whatever. And why would you want your name to live on as the guy that was resentful and an old man that couldn't vibe with the times? You know what I mean?
He's becoming that.
Yeah.
He's becoming the hating on the young guys, man.
Yeah. He probably sees like how like with black comedians, like how like Eddie Murphy hasn't done stand up in years, but people still respect him. You know what I mean? He did so many movies and some were really good, but people were like, nah, man, delirious and all that stuff. And obviously Dave Chappelle was still in the game for so long, still at the top of his game. Kevin Hart and like all the black comedians that have retired, they still are on people's minds and people still like mention them all the time. Wow, maybe he might feel like people don't like you said, like people aren't mentioning him as much in the ether and all that stuff. And
but comparisons are the death of anything fulfilling. It's like, why compare yourself to somebody else when you got your own thing going on? You can only control what you can control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can control the fact that the outside world does not matter in your sense of creation, creating art.
Especially him. He's already done so much. And he had an amazing, amazing career. There are people look up to him. A generation of people still watch him. So it's like, dude, relax. Chill. That's what we preach here. Relax. Dude.
Yeah.
That's why.
yeah, because I'd understand if he fell off.
Yeah.
But he literally, his most recent special was a couple years ago. He has a TV show that's still on right now. He has a very popular podcast. He's in movies now.
It's not very popular.
Compared to other podcasts, like it's pretty.
No, compared to other podcasts, it's not.
It's one of the podcasts out there.
Yeah, it is a podcast.
It's one of the podcasts out there.
Yeah. I'm sure he got in a lot of popularity in a bad light this past week, but he's in movies now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's had a career that people dream about having.
Yeah. And he's still in it too.
Yeah.
And he's still in it.
He's not completely gone, disappeared, fucking. He's still there. Yeah. He's just not as popular as he once was, which who can sustain that amount of popularity? Unless you're like Drake or something.
Yeah. George Lopez is a crypto scam away from just being canceled. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's like a Logan Paul thing going on right there. But
hey, guys, I got crypto for sale. Oh, my aunt just farted. Look at
I would like those kind of jokes, though. Those jokes are kind of funny.
No, but there was one joke that was egregious to me. Because, I'm the guy that farts all the time. All right, I mean? But there was one joke where he was talking about his aunt, and then out of nowhere, she farts. And I was like, not necessary for the joke.
I didn't see that last special though.
I liked it.
But the way he talks about it, you said it's a lot of farts and a lot of
randoms, just a lot of little random ones. But there's one joke that I love, his GPA joke. I don't know. Have you seen the special?
No.
It's like the kids that lying about can you make sure you're plugged in? Yeah. Kids that lie about their grades, and they're like, what was your GPA? He's like 22 point, and he kept going on and on. Nobody has a 22 point anything GPA.
Yeah, I had it higher.
Anyways,
I had a lot higher.
But Ralph Barbosa?
Yeah, Ralph Barbosa is amazing. I mean, he's growing at an exponential rate right now, and he deserves everything.
Yeah, and he's a young guy too, and he reposted that clip. And his caption was like, "The future's now, old man."
Yeah, a little big dude, a little punch to the gut right there.
And like
baby.
me too. They reposted it, and they were like, really ashamed of George Lopez. And I was like, "Damn, bro! Like everyone was really hurt by this."
Yeah.
I guess since then he's apologized, but I haven't seen an apology. But I just read the headline. Like,
there's no apology to be seen. He apologized to Ralph Barbosa privately. Anyways, but that was my topic, is just love lost because of all the lack of support for Latino comedians when Latinos are what made you who you are.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
It's very, it's unfathomable to me, especially with, given the context of this conversation that he had with Trevino. They're talking about how it's hard for a Latino to make it in this business.
Yeah. That's
what the whole conversation's about. And you're talking to the one guy that made it the most difficult for Latinos in his era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's annoying to me.
Yeah.
Anyways.
He just sounds like an old man, dude.
Yes.
Just like an old ass dude.
Yeah.
When he talks like that. Unreal.
So what do you love, sir?
Love, dude. See?
He doesn't have anything. He's fucking peacocking.
No. I love a lot of things. Listen, I love so many fucking things, dude. And I don't want to fucking get emotional. You know what I mean?
This is how he stalls, dude.
I'm not stalling. I don't stall anything, dude. I don't stall. I don't stall, dude.
Stalling, bro.
I never fucking stall. You want to ask me what I love?
Joseph Stalin.
No. Ask me what I fucking love. But you guys, one by one, like, what do you love? What do you love?
All right. 1, 2. What do you
Love? Oh, wait, I wasn't supposed to be in there. Okay, try again.
No, stalling
Okay.
still. Try again.
Listen, there's a lot of things I love. You guys pick what you okay. What do you guys want to talk about? I love sports. That's one thing, right? I love friends. I love creating art. Huh? I love creating, dude. I love creating.
I want to pick that one.
Creating.
I want to pick that one.
Okay.
Wait. No, keep going. I want to see how many things does he love, dude.
I love my friends, but that's kind of boring, right?
You already said that.
Yeah. Okay. So friends, creating, music.
Oh yes.
Music. Let's talk about music.
No. Let's talk about creating. Go for it.
Creating.
I thought you were flipping his off.
You don't want to talk about music? Creating.
No, creating.
Creating, man. See, listen, there's a lot of Latinos in this space, man. There's a lot of fucking Latinos in this space, this creative space, man. And it's hard to find, it's just hard to find people you want to
You agreed with George Lopez, huh?
I don't like Latinos. No, but I do. This sounds kind of lame, huh?
No,
Fucking,
this is
I like
great.
creating.
No,
I like making
because
stuff.
dude, you're talking to one guy here. I can't speak for Melvin. Do you love creating?
Yeah, I love creating.
Yeah, I love creating. Like that. Go for it.
No, okay, it's just last year I experienced a burnout. You know what I mean? The end of last year, right? I wasn't really shooting as much. I was moving out, obviously, too. And then I just experienced a burnout, and I just didn't want to do anything. Every day was like, oh my God, I got to shoot, I got to take pictures. I was just kind of burnt out. I was kind of over it already, right? But this year, I feel like rejuvenated, like a newfound spark, a new spirit into everything I create, and it just made me feel excited again to start making stuff and just planning shoots and planning projects, because this is one of the first few things. The first thing I felt like, oh shit, like I found something. You know, when I was younger, I found like 5 years ago, I just got the camera. I started taking photos and videos, and it's the first time I felt like I found something that I relate to, that I can express myself, right? And recently, I just found like a newfound wave of just like excitement for what I do, and then meeting people that share the same excitement to create. It's just been like, I just feel rejuvenated in life, I feel.
Yeah.
And that's what this creative space is giving me, just a new sense of life and fulfillment and just excitement, you know? Because it's just so cool, man. If like, even just making like photos or small stuff, like small content, just like there's an idea in your head. I want to do this. You make it in the computer. You fucking take pictures, and it's there. And it's like a little drug. It's like something that just gets you going, and you're proud of. And even if you're not proud, there's something to work towards. And there's always just gives you purpose, you know. Yeah. And
so, do you know the inciting incident that led you to a rejuvenation of love for art, or do you just feel the wave?
I just feel the wave coming back.
Yeah,
because I don't know. Because at the very end, I just felt like just. I don't know. I feel like everybody knows what a burnout feels like. You just like don't want to do anything. You're just tired, over it. And I gave it a break for a little bit. I was still working, but I just feel, I don't know what exactly it was, but I just feel like a wave in the last couple of weeks, just coming back. And I feel excited. I feel just happy to fucking be working and be creating shit. And I don't know. It's I think I looked online, and everybody experiences the same thing, but it just comes in waves, you know. It just comes back and it lasts for a while, and then I'll get burnt out. I think the thing I need to do is listen to myself when I feel burnt out. Yeah, take a break as opposed to just trying to keep going. But it's also, you got to make money, you got to make a living, so it's hard. But I guess now I have a newfound love for just creating. Boom.
So with the burn, why are you puking?
I don't know.
with the burning out, so you find value in burning out, in a sense.
I feel
I know, because I do. I know for a fact that burning out is part of the process.
Yeah, I feel I do. Yeah. But I should listen to it more. But then it's hard, like I just said, you got to make money, you got to do what you got to do. But when I feel burnt out, you just got to relax and take the feet off the brakes a little bit, you know?
The difficult thing about all of it, burning out or feeling rejuvenated, is the fact that the operative word is creating. Yeah. It's not made yet. Yeah. You are making it as you go. Yeah. And just like Quentin Tarantino says, like putting what's happening in the moment into what you make is what makes art true to the artist itself. Yeah. You know, so as you continue, even if you're burning out, there's some credence to like giving into that feeling and stopping for a second, especially if you feel some sort of accomplishment, which at our level, being paid for anything is somewhat of an accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
So feeling that, letting that pass, going through it, or creating through it too.
Yeah.
Everything that you're making has not been made yet.
Yeah.
It's the person that's making its duty to put everything they have into it, right?
Yeah.
Do you find yourself giving into the burnout more or pushing through it?
I always push through.
Yeah.
I was like, even when I say I take a break, I'm still creating and I never stop making anything. But it does feel overwhelming at times because you just don't want to do anything, but you have to do it.
Yeah.
And you're still making shit, right? But I don't know what the answer is. Like everybody, it's part of it. And like, I don't like those phases when I feel like that because I start to doubt everything. Like, this is what I should be doing.
Yeah.
But after that wave passes, I come back and I feel good about everything right now, and I feel proud of what I'm doing and everything I'm working on. It's a natural part of, I guess, the process, the journey, right? But it's a part that you just got to get used to because it's going to happen, I feel like, over and over again. Maybe sometimes like once a year, twice a year, or once every 2 years, but it's always going to come because I feel like it's very unnatural to keep on working, especially in creative space when you constantly have to be thinking like fucking creatively and then technically about like cameras or like editing and all this shit. It's like two different parts of the brain working at all times. So it's very fucking exhausting.
It's exhausting, but it's also fulfilling. Dude.
Yeah.
It's like if you feel like you have a purpose and you're doing it, it makes everything a lot better.
Yeah.
You know? As like I could just speak for myself.
No, yeah, it definitely. If I didn't have any of this, I'd just be lost. Like, even for like, I don't know, like
you'd be Jehovah.
I'd be Jehovah Witness. I'd be back there. I can't go back there. I ain't going fucking back there. I'd be back in DB66. So me, I got shot up when I was younger. I got shot up back there.
You didn't get
I didn't get shot up, but I saw someone get shot up in the news, and I was like, that's BP, dog.
What about you, Melvin? As far as the creative process goes,
dude, yeah, I definitely experienced burnout, man, and it's like I would have to teach myself these past couple of years to not feel guilty about it because I would feel like so guilty about it. I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing? I was doing so good. Why am I like, you feel numb. You're just like numb and like lazy, but it's not really laziness. It's like something that just like you're glued, like you're in mud, you know what I mean? And, I had to teach myself not to feel guilty about it and to just like you say, just like go through it, have activities that I can rely on when I'm in that mode. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking innocent shit. Like go to the park, take your dogs on a walk or you know what I mean? Go to the beach and just like do things that are calming and bring you joy and recharge you. And then, because I burnt myself out. I feel like I burnt myself out in 2021. Like towards the end, I was just like doing so many things and I ended up just like, literally for like 3 weeks, just staying home and doing nothing. Even though I had shit to do, I just couldn't get out of my house. I couldn't go take a shower and get dressed and go do what I needed to do. Like it's I wasn't depressed, I wasn't sad, but it was just like it's like if you drive your car for 10 hours, even though you're putting gas in it, something's gonna happen to the car. You know what I mean? You need to rest the car.
You need a new car, dog.
Yeah, you need to rest. Yeah, you need a new car.
No, I'm talking about
you need you have a fucked up car, dude.
Yeah.
You have a really bad, and you couldn't shower? That's pretty disgusting, right? You couldn't even shower.
No. No, I understand what you're like. For me, which we can move on from the creating art thing, but it's still in the same vein of what you're trying to say is like rejuvenating yourself by doing, I guess you could say like normie things, normal people things. For me, it's cooking. Like if I'm cooking, dude, I'm turning everything off. And it's not like a conscious choice. Like, oh, I'm going to cook today because I know it's going to turn things off. It's like, I seek some sort of, a different sort of fulfillment by cooking. And it's in a way, I think in my mind, letting people know that I'm still part of this world, even though I get so fucking lost in my computer at times, like I'm willing to make food for you. Or mostly my girlfriend, you know what I mean? But like, and also inviting people over, making food for like Joel and his friend.
They're good cooks. They're good cooks.
But for me, it's like, it's the same intensity is there, which can also lead to a burnout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm doing everything like I do my creative process, it's all going towards the same thing, which is just burning me out. So there's a weird like dichotomy of trying to find something to talk about on all these fucking creative things that I do. But it's still the same amount of just like Gerardo that goes into it. You know what I mean?
You like cooking, right?
Yeah.
That's one of your gateway, your
gateway drugs.
No. Your things you like to do, you just kind of let loose.
Yeah.
Relax, dude. For me, dude, it's fucking thrifting. I love thrifting.
Oh,
I love.
fucking.
No. No, I don't fuck like that, dog.
Oh, don't look at Melvin like that.
I don't fuck, fool. I don't fuck.
I said, oh.
I said, I'm gonna fuck you. That's Elvis. But I love thrifting, man. It's one of my favorite hobbies.
Really?
I don't know if it's even a hobby, but I just love thrifting.
I think it is a hobby.
It is a hobby, right?
Yeah.
Look, you go to a thrift store, dude. There's a fucking guy outside. He's homeless and shit. You gotta
What?
ignore him. Open the door. You put the
What does that have to do with
put the
anything?
headphones. Like the lady's like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, fuck off, dude. Get the fuck away from me." Bam! She goes on the floor. The cops come, dude. I'm like, I don't know what happened here, dog. I'm just trying to fucking shop. They put the guns out. They're like, "Hey, what the fuck? What's going on?" They're like, "Hey, put your hands on the air." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then I'm like, "Cause I'm brown, cause I'm black." And then they're like, "You're not fucking black, dude." I'm like, well, "Don't fucking shoot me! Don't fucking shoot me!"
Nobody's ever shot you. Stop saying that.
I've been shot at, but I wasn't in the building. I swear, someone tried shooting me, but I wasn't even in the same city. And then I had a DM. I'm like, "Don't ever fucking pull that shit again, or else I'm coming at you harder than I did
It's like,
last time."
dude, there's a drive-by where I was at, but I was on the 20th floor. So
That you've experienced that?
I've experienced drive-bys, yeah.
Really? Did you do them?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, he
Joe.
wouldn't say if he did.
Why
That-
not?
That makes you sound so much cooler. It's like, no, I've never robbed the bank, but I wouldn't talk about it if I did.
Hey, statute
Yeah.
of limitations.
Yes, the statues of limitations.
You shot somebody before.
No, I've never shot anyone. But I've been shot at.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I'd get on the floor, fool.
No,
I'm
what did
saying-
you do to get shot at?
Oh, it was just the wrong place, wrong time.
Really?
Yeah, back where I grew up, it was very easy to get caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Dude, where I grew up, if I were to get shot at, it's right place, right time. Because I'm here, I'm like, I'll protect everybody. You know what I mean?
bullets and shit.
No, like if someone shot at me, I'd be like, "Don't do this," and they'd be like, "Whoa!" And they shoot
Don't
themselves.
do this.
Don't do this. You're going to jail. And then I'm just.
Wait, so what are your favorite
I ran into a thrift store right here off of Figueroa. It's pretty close by, like 80 miles away.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, Joel's probably been there, dude.
Yeah, I probably.
Joel's
have been.
probably in there. When
Yeah,
you're
he's
driving past
yeah. I saw him knock out the lady inside. Yeah,
No, there was a lot of cops there. There was a lot of cops there. I'm telling you, every time I go to the thrift store, bam, and then I look at the deals it got going on. But yeah, thrift stores are amazing, man. I like to put on the headphone.
I can just see Joel, like when he passes by a homeless person, and then he's like, "Do you have change?" He's like, "Oh, do you want money?" And the homeless person's like, "Yeah." And then Joel's like, "Yeah, me too." And then walks away.
No,
I can see,
I go like this.
I can see you do that.
No, I was reaching in my pocket. I'm like, "Fuck you," and they're like, "What?" And I'm like,
Nah, I'm just playing. And then you go again.
and
And
then
then
no,
you
I
pull out
never
another
leave.
one.
I just never leave. They're like, "Stop." Yeah, I love thrifting.
Wait, what's your favorite thrift store?
Community thrift store in BP or West Covina. Community.
What's it called?
Community.
No,
thrift
what's
store.
the thrift store called?
Community thrift store.
Beauty. Should that's not a
Community.
homeless shelter that you can just fucking go and go.
I just take clothes from the
It's
homeless.
just like the fucking lost and found. You just go in the lost and found at a fucking homeless sanctuary.
yeah, just rip it off the homeless people.
Yeah. But I've been with him at a thrift store where you got that $60 shirt.
Oh yeah, that wasn't
60?
I want to say. I mean, that is.
That
a thrift
wasn't
store.
thrifting. It was just kind of like
That's
for the live
expensive.
show.
Yeah.
What
I
was
just-
this store called? Macy's?
I don't get
60,
no.
60
I've been to
bucks.
Macy's out, dude.
Me too. I love Macy's.
Why do you
Listen.
point like that?
This is my dude. When I'm thrifting, dude,
It's Valentine's
Yeah.
Day, baby.
I feel like a girl, dude.
He does get a very feminine energy
Yeah?
while thrifting. Because you know why? Because he dresses up to go thrifting.
I do. You gotta look good. You know,
Wow.
I feel like if you dress thrifty, the shirts will choose you.
Wow, that's a great way of putting it, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So you gotta dress like a thrift store. You gotta dress like
Okay,
the,
not
the
like- yeah.
old man shirt, the old man pants, old man shorts, homeless little. If there's a hole in your fucking shirt, you're gonna find some
The
good shit,
thrift
dude.
gods, the thrift gods look down upon you. It's like, yeah, that guy stinks. Get him a shirt.
What?
That guy stinks like an old man, even though he's 27.
Yes,
Give him the best shirt.
yes. That now you're speaking my.
I know. I've been to thrift stores,
Now
bro.
you're speaking my language. Now you're speaking my language, dude.
Look, I love thrift stores.
Yes.
But not for clothes.
Why?
For like electronics and cool stuff and books and records and vinyls and stuff.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
yes.
furniture sometimes.
Yes, dude. I love thrift stores for that reason too, bro. You can find some like hidden gem. You can find like a statue of a fucking guy like just naked and shit.
You know what always turns me on at thrift stores?
Yes. Also,
Us
Employees.
the coffee tables, dude. Yes. Why is every coffee table from the 70s at a thrift store, dude? You know what I'm saying?
They're all there.
Yeah.
They're all there.
well, because old people give away their shit because they're fucking dying.
Oh, don't be
And
mean.
it's a tax
no,
write-off,
that's
too.
true.
It's a tax write-off.
Is it
too.
really?
Yeah.
Wow,
When you
dude.
donate shit to Goodwill, it's a tax write-off.
Dude, just imagine we had a coffee table right here, dude.
Yeah.
Just imagine. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
When you think about it, that's fucking incredible, dude. We should fucking go.
Let's go after this.
Dude, I fucking, you just fucking go. And sometimes I go in the women's clothing aisle.
Just to smell the clothes?
No, just because they have better clothes than the men do sometimes, man. They
Yeah.
got better clothes. The guys are limited. You ever go to a thrift store or just to a store in general and see the guys section? It's very small.
Yeah, there should be like a tomboy section.
That's
where
what I'm saying.
Men and women, like I don't want to say transgender, but like all gender section.
All gender.
Yeah.
You could shop in the plus size women section, dude, if you wanted to.
Did he see? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I did.
No, I mean for real. You go
Love
to
loss. Love
No,
loss.
no, the
Love
3X, the 3XL plus size women, you can get some good shit there, dude.
Yeah.
They have good shirts, good fucking Mandarin collar stuff. Mandarin
Stop
collar
saying
stuff.
things wrong.
No, I'm just saying they have good shoes like that.
Nah, they never had my size. at any
No.
stores.
Oh yeah, you are pretty big. You're a pretty big boy.
Yeah.
You're a pretty big guy.
Can you say thrift store or like?
thrift store? I'll take it through the thrift store.
I say it all.
But yeah, man, thrift stores.
Yeah, I love finding collectibles too. Like,
Oh yeah.
It's like
really
what?
unique stuff.
Do you do Funko Pops or no?
yeah.
No.
Do you like Funko Pops?
I do like Funko Pops.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't. I'll tell you one thing about Funko Pops. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
I don't like when YouTubers have Funko Pops behind them. I have a theory: the more Funko Pops you have behind you in your YouTube video, the more depressed you are.
Oh, I don't know what a Funko Pop is.
Whoa, what?
Can I be? Wait.
I don't know what a Funko Pop
You don't know
is.
what a fucking Funko Pop is?
You know
No.
what a Funko Pop? It's those.
Oh, it's the thing I gave away at the live show.
Yeah.
Shirts?
No, the Mewtwo.
Next time you go to a thrift store, you're gonna find an Isimo shirt in the rack.
It's the dude. That's pretty cool. That our shirts are gonna be at the thrift store sometime when our fans turn 80 and die. What's it called? The Funko Pops? Remember the Mewtwo? It's got a big head and then like a tiny body. They're always
okay.
in, yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
characters of all sorts throughout
Yeah.
all media, and they become a toy. But I have a funny story of the Funko Pop.
What?
So there's a Funko Pop store in Hollywood that opened up last year or like a year and a half ago, and apparently it's like super cool. I've never been inside. I've only been outside of it, but you can become a Funko Pop yourself. They 3D scan you, and you can it's a good gift. It's a cool gift and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I got hired for X Lines. A bunch of people hired us because the line was going to be super long opening day. And I've never met more annoying, dumb, putrid motherfuckers than Funko Pop collectors, bro.
Whoa,
Not
that's
Funko Pop fans. Not children, not people who just love Funko Pops. Funko Pop collectors, bro.
Yeah.
They threatened to call the cops. They threatened to fucking... They threatened to beat us up and shit like that. And we're like, dude, we literally talked to management. We have management's authority. Oh, really? Oh, really? And they were like videotaping us and calling the cops. And then when they opened, they were like, sir, these people, they got to go back in the line. Like, no. And then the security guard was just like, no, this is excellent. They're good. And they're like, just their faces just were so priceless. I wish we could have taken photos of them. And then they like posted about us and like on like blogs and shit like that. And they were sending us death threats, bro, over Funko Pops, bro.
Did you explain to them what you were doing?
Yes, but they were like literally just what you would think a troll looks online. Just like acne and short and fat and disgusting and perverted.
Somebody
Like,
that's watching this right now, as you're saying that, they're like this and
Yeah, most of our fans look like that, brother.
No, our fans are beautiful, bro. Our
I
fans
didn't say they're not beautiful. I'm just saying the look. I saw at the live show. There was a lot of motherfuckers, a little overweight, a little too much sugar in their blood. You know what I'm talking about? A little too much salt in their bloodstream. You know what I'm talking about? I saw a lot of diabetes at the live show. You know what I'm saying? Reminded me of my cousin. He lost a leg from that.
we just lost 314 subscribers.
No.
1 minute.
No. I'm just kidding. I love you all. Y'all very beautiful in your own way.
hey, but get the acne figured out.
Get that shit figured out. Y'all face fucked
Hey, we're
up.
just going to jog real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But dude, they were fucking so terrible. So I completely agree with you, bro. The more Funko Pops you have, baby.
No. But this is very specific to the YouTubers.
Yeah.
So the YouTubers, they got Funko Pops behind them. It's like, but sometimes you see they add them. it's like I wish they would be more open and honest about it, where they're just kind of like, listen, my girlfriend left me, so I got the fucking Boba Fett Funko Pop behind me now. Really represents how I want to kill that bitch.
They should have a Boba Fett and like the Funko Pop version of their girlfriend. I want that to be real.
O.J. Simpson Funko Pop?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have that.
Bro, I would buy that.
I would buy that too.
Bro, the one Funko Pop that I really want is a Kobe Bryant Funko Pop, but it's so hard to find.
I just picture next time Gerardo hops on Twitch, he has a whole background of just O.J. Simpson Funko Pop. He bought 500 of them. He's like, hey, what's up, guys?
The Twitch starts and I'm so depressed.
Do the Funko Pops move their head or anything? Can they move at all?
I don't know. I don't like opening them.
They're like bobbleheads, I think.
I don't know. The whole thing is you don't open them. I'm a collector.
Oh, you don't open them.
I have bad acne.
You do have bad acne. You don't open the Funko Pops. It's a collector's item. You just leave it in the
Some
box,
people
right?
like very casuals. They open it and they put it on their desk and stuff like that. But people who think that they're going to be super, worth a lot of money in a couple years.
Yeah.
To me, it's the aesthetic. Like I like the packaging of the Funko Pop, and it's like you could see him. I only got male Funko Pops. You can see him.
You can see him, but you can't touch.
But I tried to collect all the Sonic ones, but then I gave them away to my girlfriend's kid. And dude, right when every time I give him, I've given him like I think 3 Funko Pops so far. Every time I give one to him, I give him 4 because 3 of them were opened, and only one of them is still in the packaging. But he's always just like had half of it in his mouth, and he's like, "I love Funko Pops,"
Oh yeah.
I'm like, dog, you're supposed to leave it in the fucking box, dude.
Yeah.
What does he now understand?
Yeah, I don't know. And then he's like, "That's fucking stupid," and I'm like, "I see where you're coming from."
And Charles was like, "You're right. That is fucking stupid."
You're gonna make a Funko Pop of you beating the shit out of him. Here, keep this one.
Dude, he starts the YouTube channel. He's like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I got all the Sonics behind me. My girlfriend just left me."
You can make a Funko Pop out of anything, dude.
Anything. That's what I'm saying. O.J. Simpson, bro. You got R. Kelly.
Oh, just peeing on somebody?
Just get canceled people Funko Pops.
Ooh.
Whoa,
Dude,
dude.
Become millionaires?
Yeah.
I'm down, dude.
I'm just like
Kanye West.
Kanye West and Hitler, both of them together.
Okay. Cha. This is Love-Isimo, and we're not going to go the Kanye West route.
No.
No.
I would get a Funko Pop of all 3 of us, dude.
Yeah.
And you jumping with your like small ass vertical like this, and then me like this, like that, and then you missing the block because you have no lockdown D, right? Oh, me crossing you over and get a Funko Pop like this, like left, right. Ooh, crossover, and you're like this, right? How did this happen? And then me above it.
And then me being the referee.
Joel, I don't think you know what Funko Pops are.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just described a rope animatronics, bro.
No, I'm just saying the moment leading before the Funko Pop thing right here. Right? This is just the real life, right? The Funko Pop action is gonna be me going like this and you going like this because you just got crossed over, right?
And it's a bobblehead. He's just like
this.
And then Gerardo going like, "Oh, technical T."
With the little the whistle.
Yeah.
I love basketball. I do love basketball. Not the version we have now. It's a watered down version.
What's it called? But yeah, that's how did we get to Funko Pops? We were talking about.
We were just talking about stuff we love. I was talking about thrift store. We were talking about
you
Funko
said
Pops.
you can tell if a YouTuber's depressed.
But where did that come from, love wise? I forget.
Yeah, we're talking about thrift store, like fucking slapping people.
Well, let's go to a different section here that I wanted to bring up here. It's literal love for another woman, right? What do you guys find attractive? Obviously, we have girlfriends, and you're married.
Yeah. So I know more about this than you guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take it away.
Yeah.
In a woman, first of all, sense of humor, right?
Okay.
Sense of humor is the most important thing, I think, to me. If she can make me laugh, if she can make me laugh, if she can make me feel comfortable being myself, if we can get silly together.
Yeah.
There's some women that just make you feel comfortable.
Hey, if that's the case, I'll be your lady.
Yeah, my lady's on fire like this, man. My lady's gonna take a shit on the ground and just leave it there.
I've never done that.
My lady's gonna shit on their own head. That's all I'm gonna say, dude.
What?
I saw him take a shit in his own head, dude.
Wait, like he thought,
like he had it. He
What
took
are you
a shit.
talking about?
Yeah, I saw you do it. You were in the toilet because it went up your fucking head. Ah!
And he thought it was funny, so we'd be a good match.
That's
okay,
true.
sense of humor.
Yeah.
Sense of humor, comfortability. And you gotta have like a certain a warmth to you. Like the
Yeah.
I love that feminine energy. You're so soft, they're so caring.
Yeah. So your ideal woman is Jim Carrey. That's what you fucking say.
No. Jim Carrey. I don't like that guy.
What?
I'm just kidding. I love Jim Carrey.
What?
No. Okay. So yeah, sense of humor. It's gotta make me laugh.
Yeah.
Make me happy.
Making me laugh.
That's pretty much the most important thing, dude. For me, it's sense of humor. That's pretty much it.
Nothing physical.
I mean, I gotta be attracted to them, but I feel like for a long-term thing, you know what I mean? A sense of
You're
humor.
trying to be all deep, like, yeah, I just care about her sense of humor. Obviously, she's got to be a 10, but she's gonna care about her sense of humor.
Obviously, she's gotta have a fat ass puss. I'm not saying she don't gotta have a fat ass puss. I'm just saying her puss ain't fucking like 3 inches wide or deep. One or the other. One or the other.
Why did you say 3?
You've never seen a vagina.
Yeah. It's the thing goes like this, right?
Why did
you can never be my woman if you're doing that?
Why did you say 3?
Because
3 is the magic number, baby.
Sorry about that. We had a little bit of an interruption, but we're back here and ready to end the episode.
yes.
Let's do a round robin here of things that we imagine Melvin's not in the seat.
Wait, we wouldn't even say about the things we love in a partner.
Oh yeah,
was just me.
yeah. It was just you, and we're good with that. Just kidding. No, but I've said this before, but I used to only date white chicks. I don't think by choice, but by
Trade.
nature. You know, like what trade? By trade, or you know, like I was kind of raised around a lot of white women, and it was basically what was around me. And then when I started to date a Latina, I was like, oh, this is me, B. You know what I'm saying? Have you guys ever dated Latinas?
I've dated Latinas. I had a preference for white women as well.
Yeah.
I was dating a lot. BP had a lot of white women, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, they had no white women. So when I went to college and I started seeing white people and Asians, I was like, this is it, dude. And one of my two girlfriends in a row were purely white. All white, dude. And I thought that was it, dude. I was like, I love white women, dude. They're the fucking greatest. They understand where I come from. They have nice cars. They have a nicer family. They have bigger houses. And I'm like, this is it. Until day Latina. And I was like, wow. This is where it's at, dude. This is where it's at. This is the game. This is the future right here, dude.
Yeah, I've dated almost all ethnicities, white girls. I did have a white girl phase for a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably back in like 2014, I had a white girl phase. And every ethnicity has like its own different. They're all different. I don't think anyone is better than the other, but I think they all have their pros and cons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it feels weird saying that they have cons, but yeah.
Yeah, because I would never say anybody has a con, right? Because I think all people are created equal.
Shut the fuck.
We just did 30 minutes on how George Lopez is a terrible person.
Yeah. He might be. But listen. Listen, white women are beautiful too, man. I love all women. That's what I love about me. Let's talk about what we love about each other, ourselves. What I love about me is I love everybody.
Yeah.
Regardless, I don't see race.
That's a lie.
Some white girl was like, what's up? And I was like, I thought you were black. But it turned out she wasn't. She was white. I just didn't see it. Didn't see. My eyes didn't register the color of her skin. I was like, wow. I didn't know race existed. But that's just me. That's where I grew up.
You didn't see race till you were like 15.
I never saw race till I was 22.
That's not true though, because every time you talk about Baldwin Park, you go into urban voice.
Oh yeah, because I did see a lot of murder.
Yeah, on TV.
Yeah, they showed a lot of like Americans Most Wanted. I was like,
yeah, I used to watch Alarma TV and Primer Impacto.
what the hell is that?
News outlets, Spanish news outlets.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was Spanish news outlets.
I used to watch El Gordo de la Flaca.
Oh, like that. That's a Spanish
Gordo de
news
la
outlet
Flaca.
right there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Matt Damon. Like they would just talk about
Or Casos de la Vida Real.
Mata.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez have broken apart because of Matt Damon. That's how they talk.
Oh, Josh Thompson, good wife.
El Gordo is not so gordo anymore.
Oh yeah, but the Gordo would come on and be like, I heard that Matt Damon is
It was like Jabba the Hutt. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very
And
much.
the skinny white woman would be like, absolutamente. They're like, I see. No, I see.
Yeah.
Good point.
My favorite part is when he would hit her.
Oh yeah, dude. And then she was like, "What the fuck?" She spoke perfect English.
Perfect English. She's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck, homie? You better back the fuck up.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Yeah, she was like Borat. She sounded like Borat.
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever see Casos de la Vida Real?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's like a corny show where they're like They just like play sad storylines. You know what I mean?
Nah, is this on basic cable?
Yeah, it's like the
Univision?
Univision or Telemundo, one of those.
Yeah. The only two, yeah.
Yeah, the only two. I never had any of those, but I had PBS.
What did your parents watch? Oh, that's right.
My parents, they didn't watch. We didn't have TVs for a while, but when I got a TV, I started watching a lot of The Swan.
Yeah.
The Swan's a show where
I'm sorry, and I know it seemed like I was like, oh, that's right. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like, oh, that's right. Your parents are Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, so they sheltered us for a long time.
Yeah.
Was it PBS or was it BPS?
BPS.
Okay.
BPS. BP had his own station. No, BP had his own station.
BP had his own station. What? The Channel 5 News?
No, they were just
Fox 11.
They had their own segments.
They had their
what's
own
happening in BP? Oh my god!
Yeah, and because BP around that time the crime rate was around like 110%.
Fucking Joel used to not watch Spanish shows. He used to watch like Rush Limbaugh, and Bill O'Reilly.
Tucker Carlson.
Oh, we had our own version of that show in BP. Now BP, dude, BP was crime ridden when I was growing up, dude. Yeah. There was a lot of people go like in shelters and bunkers, like hiding. Like,
and that's why you felt like you had to convert people to Jehovah's Witness so that they could
get them out of it. I remember I went to this one gangland in East BP. Oh. It was like this gang territory, and I went door to door knocking, right? And then they were always obviously it was like 7 a.m. They had their guns out, buns out, and everything. Dude, they were fucking getting aggressive with me, and I was like, listen, what? Put the guns down. I was like, put the guns down. And they're like, what the fuck? Why? And I was like, who's hurting you? And then they're like, well, a lot of people. And I was like,
it's Donald Trump.
Put it down. And then I brought them the Bible, and then I read them scripture. And then I just saw like...
Which passage?
Corintios 36:18. And it basically says, get the fucking gun on my motherfucking face, right? And then they put the gun down. And I was like, see, Jehovah is your savior. Jesus Christ is your savior. And then they're like, wow, you're right. And I just converted a whole group of cholos. And they're no longer cholos. They're people of God. They're sons of God. And that's what I did in my community. If you go to BP, there's statues of me, dude.
There's wanted signs.
Yeah, there's a statue of me in a wheelchair like this.
Dude, there was one time I was sick and I didn't go to school, so I spent all day watching cable, right? Tell me why my house or my apartment complex came out in an episode of Gangland, bro.
Whoa.
I swear to my Lord and Savior, it came out in an episode of Gangland. And one of my neighbors who I thought moved away, apparently she's in jail, or she was in jail. And they interviewed her and they're like, yeah, that's my street, that's my hood and all that shit. And I'm like, dude, my apartment complex is in an episode of Gangland. And I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was probably a freshman in high school. I was really proud of it, and I told all my friends, and I screenshotted it and I shared it and stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta be proud. You gotta be proud of where you come.
You gotta be crooked.
You gotta be proud of where you come from.
Yeah. I was really proud of that. I knew that neighbor. Like she was cool with us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was just so surreal. It was so surreal.
Not everyone comes from Beverly Hills, dude. I come from war-torn BP. Okay. You come from war-torn where?
LA.
LA. East LA, right?
No, South LA.
South. They have a South? I never heard about a South LA. There's a South LA?
There's a South LA.
You come from
glamorous
RC. Dude, what?
East Rancho Cucamonga.
East Rancho Cucamonga. That's one of the worst places I've ever seen, dude.
No,
a lot of fucking filth. A lot of rabies. A lot of rabies.
Cops went to Rancho Cucamonga and there was like, sir, you stole a Snickers bar and you're going to be in jail for 5 years.
Dude, I can't imagine living in a place like that. Dude.
And then the guy's like, all methed out and shit. Yeah.
See?
He's like, for a Snicker bars, he's like, you have 5 different warrants out for your arrest. Yeah.
And we come from places like that, dude. When I grew up, you had to...
Where I came from, it was very fucking affluent, white.
Yeah.
Not a lot, just a lot of prescription pills. Did I ever tell you that when I was in English class one time? I was a loner, dude.
Yeah.
And you may not believe it because of, I got a call coming in. 1 second. But no.
You just cracked your phone.
I got a call. What's it called? No, but in 11th grade, I have Mrs. Ba for English class.
That's a cool name.
She's fat as fuck, and nothing wrong with that. She had a lot of acne. Nothing wrong with that.
She listens to Isimo.
She
Collects Funko Pops.
Yeah. She listens to Isimo, but she has a red marker, and she's like, "You've said that wrong. You know? It's not smart and final. It is. Oh, but what's it called? Rest in peace to my grandma. She used to say, guess what she used to call smart and final?
Smart and no.
No, she used to call it motherfucker.
Oh,
she's
why?
like, I'm gonna go to the motherfucker.
Why?
I don't know. It was just what she was known for.
Dude, okay, like that. It's like calling Vallarta bitch ass. I'm going to bitch ass, dog. I'm going to bitch ass, dude.
Yeah. And then Starbucks cum fuck. I'm going to cum fuck. You want something from cum fuck, dude?
I like cum fuck.
Call Chipotle juicy cream pie. I'm gonna go to juicy.
Because that's what we all get when fucking we go to juicy cream pie, dude.
But yeah, in her, what's it called? Not obituary. In the, what is it when they read about somebody that died? Somebody that gives a speech.
Oh.
A speech.
Speech impediment.
What is it called? Epilogue? Not an epilogue. What is it called?
Prologue.
Introduction.
What is it called?
Sequel.
No, what is it? It's when somebody gives
Eulogy.
There we go. Yeah. In the eulogy, my uncle Gabby was like, and we all know what she used to call smart and final. I don't have to say it. Right. Yeah. And then I went to my uncle Lucas. I was like, hey, what did she used to call smart and final? He's like, motherfucker. I was like, what? Why? I don't know.
She just called it one. That's beautiful, dude.
What was I saying before that?
You were saying about
your teacher.
Yeah. Your
teacher,
Mrs.
Ba. So I was in Mrs. Ba's class, fat as fuck, a lot of acne, loves Isimo, but she's great. Join us on Patreon, Mrs. Ba. But there was this kid that sat across from me. There was Luke and Steve, right? I didn't know that they were like, I guess you could say like drug dealers or something, or whatever. But they would always make fun of me, whatever. And I was kind of like the punching bag, trying to play along, be funny, whatever. Yeah. And one day Steve unscrewed his pen and a bunch of pills went all over the desk, right? Yeah. And we all share a desk. It's like 4 people on one desk. And I got 2 of the pills, and he's like, "Take them, fool. Take them. What are you gonna do? Take them."
Chill guy.
Yeah.
Chill guy. That's good.
Right. And I was like, all right. And I didn't say all right. He kept saying take them, and then I was just like, and then just dry swallowed him. Oh. He's like, "What the fuck, dude? What are you doing?" And I was like, "What? You told me to take them 5 times, you know?" And then he was like, "Oh, bro, what the fuck, dude? He just took my Norcos." You know what I mean?
Norcos?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know what Norcos are. They're prescription pills, though. People, yeah. Like Mac Miller ordered someone right before he died. Oh. Yeah. So I want to say they're kind of like an opioid, I think.
Yeah.
I took them, and then he was like, "God, what the? That was $15-$20 right there, whatever it was, right?" And I was like, "You just told me to take them." And Luke was like, "You did tell him to take them, Steve." Luke was very rational.
Yeah. I like Luke.
I like that Cholo voice because it's such a common voice. All the Cholos have like in high school.
Well, there was 2 white guys.
What the fuck, you motherfucker?
Yeah. And then I went to my 4th period class because English was 3rd period, and we had lunch in between. Mm-hmm. And in Mr. Farrar's economic class, I passed out. And I was like, that's why everyone's passed out in economics, dude. They're taking Norcos.
They're on those drugs, baby, dude.
Yep.
Getting it from that one. What's the dude's name? The Cholo? The white guy Cholo?
Well, Steven.
I farted?
Yeah, I had to fart.
You get him a Norco, yeah?
I've never done drugs like that, man.
Yeah.
Man, where I grew up.
Yeah, those are like, that's a slippery slope right there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I never got into the pill game. As all the drugs that I've done in my life, never got into pills.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people who are on the street doing hard drugs started off with prescription pills, man.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say start out just like you, Jordan.
Started off with just like Steven, man.
Yeah, I mean, rest in peace. I don't know where he's at or whatever, but...
and
he's
dead.
My brother went to the same school, right?
Luke's still alive. Man.
Luke is still kicking it, dude. Luke's still rational. Hey, guys, I think I'm still alive.
I'm still alive. Hey, guys, I'm a big fan of the podcast.
I got acne. He got me.
I'm fat. I'm overweight.
Miss Ball's like, see me after class.
Luke's like, I lost a leg. Diabetes.
I'm in a wheelchair. I got a new wheelchair.
I got a new wheelchair.
Luke's like, hey, Funko Pops are going to be worth a lot of money in the future.
That's going to be Joel's Twitter in the future is like, got a new wheelchair, wheel emoji, fire emoji.
Dude, in the future, I'm gonna have a fucking in the future, I'm gonna have a wheelchair that fucking has Nas on it, dog.
It's gonna be like Nas, so you can just like inhale that
and then sell it $4 for $5, and then my face, it's gonna. gonna stretch out because I'm faster than the speed of light in this wheelchair, dog. Yeah. That's gonna happen for disabled people all around the world. They're gonna be able to travel faster than a fucking vehicle, dog.
That's one thing that Joel does love is disabled people.
Yes. I do. Dude, I saw this guy in a wheelchair and then I was like, bro, you inspire me, dog. Like, I fucking love what you're doing, man. You inspire me. And then he was just kind of like, he was outside of a 7-Eleven. So he was like, you want a candy or not? You know what I mean? And I was like, you inspire me. I didn't buy the candy, but I was like, you inspire me, man.
He's like, yeah, come sit on my lap.
For real? He was like, Jazz. And I was like, okay.
That's what Joel does to street vendors. They're like, would you like a hot dog? He's like, you inspire me, dude.
What you're doing is incredible. Do you want? I need to pay.
Dude, that's so funny. At my old studio, it's located above a flower shop. For those of you who don't know, and there's one time I walked outside because I was waiting for a client, and there was a gentleman in a wheelchair, in like those automated wheelchairs, and he was like, his body was like chueco, he was crooked, but his face was like really pristine. But he was an older gentleman, like in his 40s. And I was really new at the studio, so I didn't know if this was the owner of the flower shop because he was talking to everybody, like he knew them. So I'm like, oh, he works for the flower shop, and then I'm like, excuse me, and because he's in the way, and he turns around and he goes, oh my God, and he looks me up and down, and I'm like, and he's like, I could just suck it like this. I don't have to stand up.
What the?
And I'm like, I can do my legs. I'm like, what? And he's like, goodness gracious, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, and I'm still thinking like this guy is someone important. Like he owns a flower shop of which I'm renting above. Like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I just moved upstairs, man. He's like, really, really up the stairs? There ain't no elevators up here, huh? So you're gonna have to carry me up there. And I'm just like, oh shit, he wants to fuck me. And I'm like, oh, okay. Dude, I'm sorry, man. I gotta wait for someone. And then I continue walking, and he follows me half a block down. And I'm like, hey, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm just going wherever you're going. And I'm like, dude.
This sounds like the beginning of a Seth Rogen movie I want to see.
Dog, I was just like, who? And I'm trying to be polite too. I'm like, I can't tell him to fuck off because he's in a wheelchair. Like, I can't be mean.
You can tell him to fuck off because he's in a wheelchair.
I can't be mean to him. Like, he was just like, and then he was just like, man, oh my, I love young boys like you. And I'm just like,
oh my God.
And I'm like, sorry, boss. Because I call people boss. I'm like, sorry, boss. I'm kind of busy right now. And he's like, yeah.
Not sorry, boss. I'm in a relationship.
Yeah. I'm busy. Sorry, boss. Yeah, sorry, boss. You have to be this tall to ride this. I'm just kidding.
He probably is that tall. He's just in a wheelchair. You fucking asshole.
And I'm like, imagine, sorry, boss. That wheelchair is it's not up to code. Yeah, it's not a new wheelchair. But and he just kept following me, and he made me so uncomfortable. He made me so uncomfortable, and I'm like, and finally I was like, do you work here in one of the shops? No, I just come here all the time to buy flowers. And I was like, oh, you're just a regular guy. I'm like, dude, stop following me. And he's just like, oh my God, get feisty. Oh, me gusta. And she started speaking Spanish. And I was like, wait, you know how to speak Spanish? But yeah, dude, he made me super uncomfortable.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know Joel's going to get access to a time machine, dude.
I can't let them follow you like that. You could have controlled. You could have just gone on the handles and pushed them somewhere else.
No, yeah, just push them into the street.
Into oncoming traffic. No! You could have killed him.
Or you could have pushed him into another dick. He's like, oh, yeah.
Just open your mouth, sir.
Oh, man. Bro, I swear this was probably the second week I had the studio.
Do you think it's because you're tall or because you're hot?
Tall.
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm hot. I think I'm just tall.
Dude, you are hot.
Yeah.
Dude.
You're sexy.
Look at you.
Yeah.
God, you guys
my God.
You guys are making this the best Valentine's Day ever.
Dude, I would consider you like a solid 7 out of 10, dude. Yeah. And that's good. That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's hot.
If I was 5'6",
Here's my feelings.
Yeah.
That's hot.
What's up?
If I was 5'6" in a wheelchair, I'd suck it.
Yeah. If I was 4'3",
no wheelchair.
No wheelchair. If I was just 4'3", dog.
Oh, fucking, by the way, Joel is 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yes, I am 6 feet tall, baby. What's up, baby? You've been telling you I'm 6 feet.
I had no fucking idea. Every time he would tell me he's like, I'm 6 feet, I'd be like, Joel, shut the fuck up.
With your short ass.
You lying sack of shit.
I'm 6 feet.
And at the live show, I measured him with the tape measure, and he's exactly 6 feet tall. I look at him completely different now.
You impressed,
What
right?
did I tell you when I found out you were 6 feet?
You're like, oh! And then you
After
just
that,
left.
what I say?
Oh, you were, oh!
After I stopped making the noises, what did I say?
You said,
Bro.
bro!
After the bro.
We always have to decode what the fuck you're saying, dude. When you talk, it's like, oh!
Bro. Like, if
We're like,
someone
he
sees
said he
us-
wants to work with you.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And then Jarrell's like, I agree. I think the lighting should go on that side.
Yeah. I'm 6 feet, baby.
Yeah, well, what did I tell you?
You said, wow, I see you differently. You're my friend now. Yeah. So before that, you didn't see me as a fucking person. You just saw me as some little fucking bitch.
No.
Be real, dude. Be real.
wanna be real? You
I'm
want me to be
calling you out.
vulnerable?
I'm calling
You
you
want me to be
out. I'm be vulnerable.
You want me to
Be vulnerable.
Before I realized you were 6 feet tall,
Yes.
and don't take this in a disrespectful way.
Never.
I'm not trying to be a dick.
No.
I thought, it's kind of like if I was Ash Ketchum and you were my Pikachu.
Oh my God, dude. I'm not fucking Asian.
chill,
I'm not Asian.
No, but yeah, he is 6 feet tall for the ladies
Yeah.
out there, man. He's 6 feet tall, bro. He's a tall boy.
He's an illusion, or like what is it called? A mirage in a way.
Yeah,
Because
mirage.
you're so thick and fucking built sideways, it's impossible to imagine you taller than Joe Rogan. You
Yeah,
know?
man. So like, so fuck you. So
I have a very Joe Rogan body.
if a person came up in a wheelchair at the Flower District, he would have the same reaction that he did when he saw you. He'd be like, "Oh my God, I could suck it right here because I'm 6 feet, baby."
But the thing is, he would go like that, right? He would see your feet and you go, "Oh, never mind." When he sees your face, yeah.
But I would be like, "Oh my God, give me this fucking wheelchair right now. Get the fuck off that shit, bitch." I'll throw him out. He should be like this, right? And then I'll be like, "Fucking."
No, it'd be the other way around. If he ran into you, he'd be like shopping for flowers and he'd see you and then you'd see him and Joe would be like, oh, you can suck it just like that.
I let him do it, and then I would fucking flip him off the wheelchair and then take his wheelchair.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's all I'm after, dude. Yeah. That's all I'm after, dude.
You're a simple man.
I'm a simple guy. You see a guy on 3 wheels, 2 wheels? I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's what the shirt is now, dude. We were talking about this earlier. It needs to be Joel in a wheelchair pointing at his head, and it says, I can't fucking be here.
I can't be here, dog.
Hashtag BP.
Yeah.
BP. Dude, BP, bro, BP.
Above it says BP, and then on the bottom it says, I can't be here.
Dude, Baldwin Park is so rough, dude. Like, I remember one time I crossed the street and like I had to look both ways and then like, fuck. And then a car passed and then that's it. And then
Anyways.
crazy horror story.
Well, that's going to be the end of the episode, but I wanted to do a little bit of house cleaning for the real fans. Fake fans already tuned out, right, guys?
Yeah, they're gone.
If you're listening, go to the YouTube and leave a comment for us, please. Joel and I are undertaking a project here at the studio.
Yes.
Or not the studio, the apartment.
The apartment, yeah.
We want to paint this apartment something. And hopefully the landlord's not listening. But we want to paint the apartment something. Give us your ideas in the comment section, please. Especially people that have made it this far.
I like the color sunflower yellow. I like
Yes.
that color, so just saying.
Yeah.
I like that color. Melvin, you should help us paint.
I would love to.
You're like
Yeah.
the most experienced out of all of us.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Also, comment whether or not Melvin should help us paint.
Yes, because there's a lot of
And
work.
also comment, I shouldn't help them because I don't want to.
That's fucked up. I try to ignore it, but that's mean.
But especially people like Reshreka that have kind of like that background of interior design or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
People like that, I want to hear from you guys. Put it in, if it's in the Discord or the comments below, which by joining the Patreon, you join the Discord. And yeah, we're interested in seeing what you guys think.
Yeah, shout out Reshreka. I saw
Yes.
the portrait that she was making of
I want to hang some more her artwork because she's made us one thing.
you. Oh, I printed
Yes.
it out already. I printed
really?
it out already, but I haven't gotten a frame for it. But yeah, Reshreka, we printed out your fan art. And if anyone else makes fan art, it would make our day. It would make our month if we got fan art.
and we'll hang it.
I did close the P.O. box because I don't live in that area anymore. So as soon as I'm able to afford a new P.O. box, because it is like $200, I will post about it on the Instagram. I already took it off the Instagram. For people asking about the P.O. Box, I already talked about it on stream, which, by the way, join us at twitch.tv/Isimo World.
Yes.
Yes.
Twitch.tv/Isimo World.
And we're going to be getting a new P.O. Box closer to where we live out here in Six Flags.
Boom.
Or while he does that, just DM me and I'll send you my address. Imagine?
No, they were asking about the studio address, but I didn't know.
Oh, we don't receive mail at the studio address.
Yeah. But anything else, guys? Yeah?
No. Comments, like us.
Yeah.
Fucking that's it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys so much for all the positive comments about the Ponte las Pilas episode. We have a great time.
Yes, it was a fun episode. Wild.
Yeah.
We're going to go on theirs on February 25th. Should be fun.
February 25th. It doesn't matter. I'm just joking. I'm just joking with you.
The 21st?
25th. No, 25th.
March.
No, you said the right date. That's
25th of March.
Yeah. No, February.
For my 25th birthday, I meant.
But we have a couple more collaborations coming up that we are excited to show with you guys. So Melvin's like, what?
He wasn't aware of anyone.
But alrighty. Later on, y'all. Have a great night.
Bye.
Later.